Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
It's running there.
Yeah, it run on the thunder.
This wicked ass for the new year, you know, which is one of waste of time and lie as well because the new year doesn't start, you know, with some, right? So by the end of the year, come up, really to be a prophetic year, right? You know, where we have first and foremost was Babylon the Great, about to fall down, God willing, this year, with bricks coming online and right? At that point, let's start there because I believe economic situation that happening there, it will come before the actual fall of Babylon Great, right? Then now we have countries like Iran, all right, and Russia dumping the US dollar, all right? And that will create great repercussions, all right, in Babylon the Great, all right? You know the situation with the border situation where all these different so-called South Americans, you know a lot of nations among them coming across the border, all right? You know, and they say the CIA coming out and saying that they have super cells and whatnot.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah, because I'm not going in front.
But now, with these countries really dumping the US dollar, right? You know,
Yeah,
they will have great repercussions in terms of hyperinflation, right, for America, all right? For example, like Russia still has a significant amount of foreign exchange with for Babylon the Great, also Iran, all right? They have countries also like Saudi Arabia, right? When Saudi Arabia was a key player, all right, in the US dollar, the reserve currency of the world, all right, with the petrodollar, right? And now they're going to join BRICS. Hell, you even have Germany now pulling away from the EU and going to join BRICS. So you know all this is great prophecy, right, coming to pass.
First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
We are just remember now the time to the judgment in itself, right? You know, and we can see Babylon the Great is not the power she used to be. We can see she coming down. We see the moral decay, you know, first and foremost, but also the dollar. The dollar was a key part, you know, of the system, the strength, right? Which was a false balance in the first place, according to Proverbs 11 chapter. Right, it's a false balance. So what they did was they created a giant Ponzi scheme and everybody to play a part in that game, which is in debt. Alright, debt financing. Alright? But now these countries no longer afraid of Babylon the Great. Right? You know, the scripture say that the weak say I'm strong. You know, they're no longer afraid of the devil. Right? They see the oppression that she made everyone good. You know, the violence that she made her and the according to, you know, Michael 2:1, you know, about the whole world in violence, you know, oppressing everybody, putting sanctions on all these different nations. Alright, but now they're fed up on her. Now Russia, you know, is coming out and he's not God out to these other nations.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 10. And all they shall speak and say unto thee, and thou also become weak as we, and thou become like unto us.
You know, a big part of that is in the powers. All these nations now, in the country, and the swords.
Take it.
Iran, alright, Russia is like a
10:58.
that is Satan, RS-20 Samat, right? China, they Dongfeng 41, right? And the only reason why China didn't really dump, what I'm talking about, the reason why China really dumped the US dollar yet, because China have one of the states in America, and they don't know what the effects will have on their economy, right? But best believe these Moabites, they're going to dump that US dollar too. And they've only created sheer foreign exchange outside the US. So as soon as they dump that into the US market, guess what's going to happen? Right? They're going to have great supply, right? They're going to have too much US dollars. So what happens? Each dollar will have less and less value, right? Therefore, what? Food, clothing, cars, everything will go way up. Standard of people won't be able to survive out there. Now going back to Ezekiel 7th chapter. Right? So bring it on Ezekiel 7. gonna be a real situation, right? You know, all the people who stuff and mock, you know, and tell us, hey, we talking shit, Babylon is not America, all right? You know, even some of our wicked ass family members, you know, they hate me for that because I tell them, hey, this Babylon the great. But now look what happened now. Now the Lord shutting their mouths, right? Now the Lord shutting their mouths, right? When they see them again, they have nothing to tell you. They're watching your foot, right? Hey, fuck Babylon. That's right.
Can.
Get out. Yeah.
Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. It says, they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 17, it says, all hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water.
In addition to the economy and the dollar, right, you're also going to have a state of famine, right? You know about Bill Gates of hell, and it's buying over Monsanto's land, right? You know about all these different planes and fire departments, processing plants, and whatnot. So they manufacture a famine at the same time that the dollar going to crash. So you can see hell that's going to take place in America first and foremost, but also in Trinidad and Tobago eventually.
That's right.
Okay, I just drink one.
It says they shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them.
Yeah, they're going to be in horror, but whoever thought
How much did they get trades for?
you know, the wonders world, right, going to be in this state.
Should I buy
Right,
it?
as brother was bringing out in the scripture earlier, right? What that?
It says, and shame shall be upon them, upon all faces.
Like shame going to be upon our faces. Why? Because the men of the Lord been out here prophesying and telling you what's going to happen, but they didn't listen, right? What that?
And baldness upon all their heads.
Yeah, baldness upon all the head. What that?
They shall cast their silver in the streets.
Yeah, because they're not going to be no good to you. They're going to bring out a CBDC digital currency for your ass, right? Which you're not going to be able to buy and purchase what you want, right? When I'm talking here, many people running around for the wicked ass Christmas season, looking for gifts and presents and whatnot. Like next year, you wouldn't be able to do that. Maybe it was like, hey, Lord willing, you wouldn't be able to do that. Alright?
I want to
You're not going to be able to buy and sell what you want. What up?
And their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath.
Yeah, these riches, these false riches, first and foremost, the dollar, the paper dollar is fiat, right? That's the new value. And understand that very soon what that means. Alright? Let's see how we're going to understand what that means. Right? But hyperinflation coming. Right? And your dollar, you know, your salary not going up, and you can't buy food as you want. And these sheikhs out there going to be hungry. And the belly could be burning them. What up?
And it says, they shall not satisfy their souls in their filthiness bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Yeah, probably because, hey, universal basic income coming for your ass. Right? A stipend. Okay? Yeah, I want that. Yeah, I'm going to say,
Isaiah 42 and verse 19 and 20. Who is blind as my servant, or deaf as my messenger? I sent. Who is blind as that, as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servant. Seeing many things, but the observant good. Opening the ears, but doing care not because. And I had an example. That's how the wine of that's what we have to right? Teachers, taking their degrees, their masters.
Good to go by yourself? Come with you? Take off your jumper. Take it off. Yeah, good.
They love Mammon. Only one thing they can have, love Mammon and love the Heavenly Father. They look at them. Just think across the road. What do they do? They're not here, they're not listening. Alright? Better be the house of mourning than the house of feasting.
That's right.
Alright? Nobody shakes like it hurts. But very soon, when you go inside a center place, all is going to be better than you. Right? You're going to be covering up yourself. The man is going to be covering up yourself. You're going to be hiding. Right? Men and them, they don't want to go to bar and drink and enjoy yourself at night. Right? You're looking for food. You're breaking open your neighbor's door looking for they come in, look about harm. They want to officer harm. Alright? Wickedness and abomination. Right? At that time you will get nothing to eat. No harm to eat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction to ignite, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings or princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power.
Verse 19.
Verse 19, I read on 17. And a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And these are going to happen. Now when you're ready reading Isaiah 8 and 21, the scripture says, and they shall pass through it hardly and bested and hungry, and it shall come to pass that when they shall be hungry, they shall fret themselves and curse their kings and their God, because they wouldn't realize that the government is going to help them. The idols themselves are going to help them. The way things going to happen, wherever you have them coming to invade you, a man is going to look at you and say, boy, that is my friend, that is my brethren. No, he's coming at you but to get your stuff, to get your food. So when a man hungry and you see in survival mode, he's going to be like a beast. He's going to come in great wrath. He ain't going to see you as a friend.
And subtlety.
And subtlety.
Yes, sure, that's in the book of Eli. So when the family invite them in, let's go for them and meet. And they say, when they get meet, they go in the back of the grave. And they just say, hey, there's too much.
So like, if I'm going to say, I want to say they're going to do some of their things. A lot of promises that this government makes this people, they're going to turn back to the government. For those promises, they're going to be real mad at them.
And that what sedition means, going against government.
Yeah, kind.
That's why the Lord said that the Lord said, woe unto them that even trust in the place. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt. Isaiah 13 and 21. They go down to Egypt, and what is scripture tell what Egypt don't trust. If you lean on it, you go pierce here. You understand? And that's what they do, they trust in it. All the strength and might right now. Because a man feel like it's easy that he can go in the bank and pull out 100,000 loan and you know he can get certain things done, but the time comes when all that you're going to go in the ATM and when you swipe you have nothing.
They're going to be no value. That's really the trust in our broken system. Right? Come like this bottle of water, what that we think eventually they're going to leak out.
And that's
It's not going to hold water.
I broke the system over to the churches.
All would have trusted.
Yeah,
You know?
snakes, etc. And Gino Jackass is not in next week.
To be exposed. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. The series, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give his sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
I was going to say, but if you prepare themselves, whereas you let go of the sun, not to take up, but they know they shall be served. So all over our intention is the body. Yes, people know them from now. So it's Esau, right? So it's Esau, then it's Ariel, then it's like Christ, then it's like and according to the prophets, or their prophets, they're not more. Sickness and the prophets didn't make up their hedging and making them
in verse 6 and verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. Right? And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Now whoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and shall see my salvation and the end of the world.
Right. If I may say, when they say the storehouse, it shall be empty. When the scriptures talk about the Israelites, they kept a storehouse where they would keep food and clothing for the Levites, right? In today's storehouses would be these modern day like payless and grocery and the food stuff and all the clothing.
That's okay, I don't hand
Don't have no buying or no nice clothes, and no buying no
You
food.
need it.
Yeah. God.
Right? That won't get spoiled in water.
That won't get spoiled, yeah.
Just so you sometimes you see them spoil.
Yeah,
And spoil. And all
Forget.
they teach this TV.
Right? You're so foolish. That they would still think that, you know, that they would have no use for them. So we don't do. So it's up, stop on TV, they'll do what? You'll have no current. Yeah, you don't have no internet. So what you going to do with that? You have to be wise and let the store, like in this movie, Leave the World Behind, they saw the guy storing up in his van. He's storing up water and he's storing up people and watching like,
Yeah.
what is man doing? Like, why are you doing that?
No, what's going on?
She said, he knew.
He knew.
Yes.
He knew.
Afterwards, when he started to them, then they realized, oh shit, he knew, you know. He knew, I think he knows something. So then now, thinking like, I think we should go to here, you know. That's not good.
Don't talk about that. Right? The 5 miles, the 5
God.
You talk about that. And it's point separate.
You like that kind of you like that how
But he knew.
The same thing going on here. We hear that speaking about it. The people going to be looking, what is the say? They're going to look for them. Now they will know who the prophet was, and then they will come and look. Hey, look, they're going to know what the fuck will happen. They look for them. No, they're going to find us. That's it. Yeah? That is a beauty. That is a beautiful prophecy. Because when you watch it on the TV, it actually shows you what you're doing. It gives this work life. It gives it work life. So it makes you feel good about what you're doing. Hey, in the future, anybody come up and talk against you, you're going to say, all right, in the future, you're going to say. You understand? Yeah, confidence in the truth.
This is Jeremiah 8 and verse 50.
Yeah.
It says, we look for peace, but no good came, and for a time of health, and we were trouble. That's touching back on where he was. That would be
That's it.
What would be beneficial if this system that we cover? You know, something like TV and refrigerators and things like that, things like clothes, things like shoes. Everything would be benefiting them in no time after that, because as soon as the system that I come after them and have a new problem, that's why. And these were the ones looking for peace, but no good came. As soon as one calamity takes place, you have a downward spiral in society.
There are some people in the world, they're looking at news and they're looking at certain things that these rich people doing, they're building bumpers and they say, like something coming, they know something coming in the spirit of them. But yet still they don't want to move, they don't want to, alright, yes, if somebody like me is building a bunker, you know what, I should get myself prepared for something. They're not doing that for no reason, they have a reason why they're doing it. The world should know that by now. Anytime you see these rich people and these upper level, high class people doing certain things, it's because they know, because they're the one who is running the top of the people. So they should know, alright, something coming. I'm going to prepare myself. Yes, you see? Yeah, you have it, go ahead.
Whatever it was, Psalms 52 and 7. Lo, this is the man that made not power his strength,
but trusted in the abundance of his riches.
Yeah, and trusted in things in the world, you can trust in the Abashim or Shai, or Lord and Savior, right?
And strengthen himself in his wickedness.
Strengthen himself in Christmas, strengthen himself in things of this world, strengthen himself in New Year's, strengthen himself in his boss. I can't pay this week here, but this pay here, but make people strengthen himself in that. Go ahead. Go up there. What? I don't think. I didn't need that.
The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. The righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him.
Right, like these men doing this work here. Because we going to see and we're going to laugh at them because why? They're trusted in the world. And what we trusted? We actually trusted in the kingdom in the Abashim or Shai. Right?
If you look at the system Esau created, it's a money-based system because Esau is a carnal man. Right. So these elites think money to buy everything. There is nothing off limits. So just like this sorcerer who wanted to purchase the gift of the Holy Spirit, Esau Edom embodying that same trade. They think they can buy everything. And this society they create, even though we know the collapse of the money system is coming to an end, this is why we're moving into digital. This is why people still trusting in this riches because they believe, hey, never mind these men who on the street corners preaching the downfall. We in control of everything. We have the ability to change our destiny, to change our fate. And that's what Esau's whole system based around. He tried one way or the other to get that birthright that he believed he lost, when in actuality it was never for him. So this whole system he created is for him to get what he thinks he was denied, which was rightfully his.
This Ezekiel 7 and verse 5 says, thus says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, an evil and only evil, behold is come. So it's going to get better, but it's going to increase. As you go earlier, it's going to increase the calamities that the scripture have prescribed to be done.
Dear our King.
Even the third high.
As I would say, I am inevitable. Your Shai is inevitable.
Look at 2 Ezra chapter 16 verse 18. It said the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Second Ezra chapter 16 the beginning of sorrows and great mourning.
You see the beginning of sorrows, just sadness, destruction coming, right?
The beginning of famine and great death.
The beginning of more food for you to eat. It's nearby, it's there, right?
The beginning of wars and the
Beginning
powers.
of what? We're seeing right now, we're seeing wars that taking place. Right? The beginning of wars, right?
And the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evil.
And the leaders of this place, what are going to do? They're going to advance and they're going to be in fear. They don't know what to do. Go ahead.
What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah, what we going to do? What will you do when these evils come upon the land? Yeah, are you going to stupid? What are you going to do? What do you dance and you're going to do? Are you going to let the dance from it? And do all that nonsense?
They said how terrible it's going to be because Ezra saying, he said, woe is me, woe is me, you're going to deliver him in those days. So Ezra seeing it's terrible. And the only one should deliver is the Abashim Yahushai. You know, Esau saying you can. You know?
Guess what? Why should people back and forth if the Bible is real? The Bible it's playing out itself and we're showing all here. So we don't have no time to go back and forth about if the scriptures is real. These destructions is coming, we're showing you. Right?
Right before your eyes, look at what happened when now, since 2021, this happened at Tesla. What the money man back in the now they're bringing it out. Why they bringing it out now? Why they bringing these things out now? They show you what's coming. Right? Movies is predictive programming. So you want to look at right.
Predictive programming because they already know that 15 everyone is living their life. They go more But that message is not the word. That message is just being left. And among themselves. Because it's really decoding into the scripture. So the point in the movie, right with the cards,
That's beautiful way to say this.
The book of Amos chapter 5 and verses 13 says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
That I will send you famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water.
That's how we go. Go tell me you want to know where there's one time to go
which is not true, because the truth lies with the truth of the Lord. Let's say, they who the Lord has sent, it shows that you have a what? It says, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. In a spectacle, give me the days will come that they will seek for the prophets. Right? They will seek for the men who know what the hell going on. Right? They don't know that the sacrifice of that have a children there for their eyes. Right? They don't know that. They don't want to know that. They want to know that they can drink. Have sex with their wife. Right? They want to know that they can eat pork, shrimp, catfish, and crab legs. Right? They shall run to and fro. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro. They're going to be looking for the true men. Right? But the Lord showing them right now that these prosperity teachers are not the men of the Lord. They are not the men of so-called men of integrity. They are police and soldiers committing murder, taking the law into their own hands. And this is the green tree. This is where they still have some form of water underneath them and stuff. So what will happen in the dry tree as we just read in the what will happen in that time when the power is in their own hands? What? It said they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and shall not find it. What? It shall not
find it.
The book of Isaiah chapter 24 and starting at verses 7. The new wine bonneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone. Crying for the wine, them crying and seeking after this now. But there is that wine. Sweet wine. And right now, throughout the world, throughout the government that has been set up, mainly America, Babylon, as I mentioned, the city of confusion being broken down. And the prophets have been set up in that city of confusion, Babylon. America today prophesying against it.
that wine is being broken to original electric. Alright, and the electric will purify you, fight it, and the rest of the world is in darkness. And in that day of turmoil, they're going to be seeking after that wine. The wine that is inspired.
Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall come upon rumor because of war. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and counsel from the ancients. The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them. And they shall know that I am Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verses 26 and 27. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house.
And he said unto me, Son of man, I have sent thee to the children of Israel, a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. They say, for they are imprudent children, and stiff-necked I for they are prudent children, impudent children, and stiff-hearted. I send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
How the song go? No, yeah. No, it's easier, right? For a poor man to you know, to go in it, puts up on your stage, and if it comes about the village on a success, once you are prepared to be programmed, as a virgin, prepare to be programmed, right?
So continue verse Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 5, and they whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there had been a prophet among them.
Yeah, because we come to me as parents of Isaiah 8 and 20. Right, and the light is the life of men. Right? And as it part of the glory of Yahweh, is that he telling them at the beginning.
To the law and to the testimony, the speaking according to his word, because there is no light in them.
You understand?
When Israel went to them, right? You know, Israel called them Eden, because you know the step part of because Israel said they stopped it. So right, when you go back into that word, stopping means senseless, foolish. Right?
Talks about them smooth things come down the deceive. I hear that and they hear the truth. So the scripture says when God has just put them, you need a company that he said They didn't want to come with light to that here. They didn't want to come with the light, but they had to change the ways and then change the whole lifestyle.
That's only for the rest. And then they clean on the 4 minutes. Right?
You want to go back to that one product, let's say Jeremiah 6:16. It does said the Lord stand ye in the way and see and ask for the old path.
But the way, yeah, what should I say what? I am the way. The way goes back into the path. Right? Now we have paved ways in terms of the road. Right? We have paved roads. But back then you have what? The tracks, you might have a track that walk in front. You find you don't have grass growing there. So you know that that's the way to walk. When you see the path, you walk in there. You're going to walk off the path. 2nd Ezra 7 speaks about, because I don't come and get a 2nd Ezra 7. Right? Because this way, this path is a straight and narrow way. Right? They don't want to walk on the straight and narrow position of difficulty. They want to walk plain way. But the scripture is also saying, trust not in the plain way. Wait, back to this way being what? This plain way is what that broad. And like this kingdom, so what you see happening, in the plain way, you have chicks and the rest of the poor teachers. You know who they jump into now? Everybody on the but he will disappoint all in the same way. Gino Jennings is going to disappoint in the same way. But he's not sent by Yahweh Shem Shah. But select, you can get inspired with that. And he's spirit there. Why don't you want to this morning? I was by somebody who was listening to Gino Jennings. And he was talking about the hammer of the leave him. Who knows that the unbelieving husband can sacrifice the wife vice versa? So this man not in the spirit, they're not right, they're not true. But
This book of 2nd Ezra chapter 7, started verse 3. And I said, speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But the entrance was narrow like a river. Who then to go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
then also the narrow. Now, Shai was this is the example that we have to look to for motivation, for hope. Right? That's how he knew he left his throne, he left his position in heaven, to set the example for us, hopefully elect. Right? He left it. He taught it not robbery. And he came down here in the flesh and he showed us how to do it. Right? That's the example that we have. That's the image that we follow after. Right? But that's how he went. He went to a straight gate. Right? He separated himself from his family. He said, well, who's my mother? Who's my father? Who's my brother? They're not the people of Yahweh Shem Shah. That's a hard thing to look more family. Right? It might be hard to your son. Let's talk about that. Who can go further than the world and draw back. Right? When afflictions come, and guess what? You might go through that affliction with your family then. But guess what? In the time, they might just turn against you and betray you. So they say man's force shall be on the own house. You understand? Right?
Then verse 6, there is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad piece, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place before.
Think about it. You have a castle. Right? You have a castle. But to get to the castle, you have a moat full of crocodiles. But one drawbridge to drop down, to enter it, and to come out. When that bridge up, you can't cross. Unless you can have one. Right? Now to cross over that drawbridge. Then of course, you have to cross the danger. Then of course, on the rooftop, you don't fire arrows and spears at you. You understand? But arrows and the spears going to be fired at you. But the scripture talk about the whole armor of the Most High. The shield of faith. The sword of the word. Right? This is what you're going to need to use. Right? To overcome. Right?
It says like as if there
You see it?
were a fire
You see
on the
it?
right
Yeah,
hand,
yeah, I see
and on
it.
the left hand a deep water.
A Spanish thing. She now go on there and she turn around and show you middle finger. She show you, she turn around and she offended her that. She show me that.
And only one God,
Yeah, they love him.
even between the fire and the water, so
Man.
strong that there could but one man go there at once.
One man go there at once.
Or she could be placing all the sign.
She could be.
She could be placing all the white.
That's what they do. That's
I remember believing now why Jesus thinking.
plenty of them here.
Everybody that have our
Then you go waking up.
Jesus thinking, but they don't believe in Jesus.
Guys, for myself, so blessed to be a part of this.
So people see the sign and feel like we push on. But then if you watch it, they will see the ones. And then some people just get offended at the ones. And then they will see.
Fine, men black.
And then they say LDR.
Drink some water. Drink water. Full level with water. Hydrate yourself. Plenty water. Drink up all of it. Full level. Manifestation of the sons of God. So by these trials and tribulations and affliction, if you're going to see the real men of you,
The Lord looking for soldiers. That's we don't fall ever watch Gladiator with Maximus. Remember when they was coming out to fight, he won in the back. He started to pee on himself, and Maximus stepped aside from him. So you know he died by the endangerment here, but he didn't call mention there, but he frightened. Yeah.
You want a man like that to see me going to
Yeah, he didn't want to that man next to him to step aside from him.
before we go to war, only laws is that if anyone has a new wife or has a new house, or if anyone is even careful, let them return home.
So we out there trying to
going to war has to be
fully
persuaded in their mind. This is what we are about. This is what we want to do. Muhammad already told us to go up. You always inquire of the Lord. The Lord already told us to go. That's why we come out. The Lord told us to come out. So we go out there, we come out there with all assurance that guess what, this is
When you really check it out, the Lord already paved the way. We just had to follow through it.
and I say that I was just thinking about the Habusha is doing that for us.
Yeah.
You understand? And he said, and when we understand what the Habusha is, he's the high priest. And before we went out to what like the type of Joshua, you know, out of Joshua chapter 1, it talks about how the Ark of the Covenant went before us. Right? With the priests and the Ark of the Covenant, it was about 2,000 cubits before us. And they said literally spread that 2,000 years ago, 2,000 cubits the Ark of the Covenant was before us. He's also Ark of the Covenant. You understand? So the Hawaii is that one who before us as our high priest. Came in the flesh, he was tempted just like we are. Hebrews 4 chapter goes into that, right? Yet without sin. And so
Yet
before
blameless.
Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 1. Hebrews chapter 3 verse 1. Wherefore, holy brethren, partakers of the heavenly calling, consider the apostle and high priest of our profession, Mashiach Yahushua, who was faithful to him that appointed him, or as also Moses was faithful in all his house. For this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, inasmuch as he who had built the house had more honor than the house.
Deuteronomy 18, he says, one like unto Moses, he's equal with that. One like unto the house. That's why we praise the house. One word of praise is the house. That's right. One praise is the house of Hashem, the house.
Can't
Verse 4, for every house is built by some man, but he that builds all things is power.
In Psalms 127 verse 1, a song of decrees for Solomon. Except Yahweh build the house, they labor in vain that built it. Except Yahweh keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain.
God, a city with good people is what I'm losing. Spirit that, or the people that build the city is what we need. But we don't know what we need. Right? This city we have got just as bad. They know that Arab city. Right? This city had a temple. Right? They had farms and the city with the spirit.
I was just going to say, our conversation is enough. We're going to have a conversation that goes back to citizenship. A city that we're going to go into, a city is as big as its citizens. So the citizens of that promise, of that eternal grace, that everlasting life, the elect of the Lord and our passion, that is that city. That is a literal location of it. People make up the city.
It's not hygiene, so you're going to
What's that?
Torah, bro. When Torah was a sister, they destroy us, God. They have to flee. Told it see father holding in like a vision. And then, wow. What Torah was basically telling his father was that she already take Asgard, she already destroy Asgard. And he wouldn't tell him Asgard was never a place. Asgard is where people stand.
No, I was telling you, there's a real big part of you. There was a lot of people on the court with that. Very big part of it is well here. But you see, the point is like men, and they might call him a this man, he's a people very nice. Right? When you go back to Jerusalem, you might not try it. So it's not as if that's good, right? That just dwell in that area. You know, you're not Jerusalem, so you put us over there.
No, okay.
It's like Job, when they say some people that say that Job is a mastermind. So like, well, you can't.
Joshua chapter 5 and verse 13. It says, and it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him, with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, art thou for us, or for our adversaries? And he said, nay, but as the captain of the host of Yahweh am I now come. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth, and did worship, and said unto him, what saith my Lord Yahweh unto his servant? And this clearly shows that it wasn't just an angel, but it was the main man after the heavenly Father, which is Yahweh. And it's the same thing the Lord will know. Alright?
The busy corner. It's called the busy corner.
I spoke of this this order. There's an order established in the government.
So we do them preach Saturday, I preach today, whole day, and preach
so likewise today, you have to go to that high priest. He's the captain of the host of the Lord. So he's the captain of the host of the Lord, which shows as well, and he is not the Lord Yahweh. That comes in that childhood nonsense.
That's how you know Yahweh Jehovah Shai. It's Matthew 17 and verse 1. It reads, and after 6 years, Jehovah Shai taketh Peter, James, and John, his brother, and bringeth them up to the high mountain apart. And he was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as a light.
So he was totally lit up. Wisdom maketh a man great to shine. Ecclesiastes 8 and verses 1. Right? But his whole body lit up because he is the embodiment of wisdom. And then you read it and go to the 8th chapter, you get Christ speaking about wisdom. But then it flows on to him that he was before things were created, he was there, he was one who grew up with him, and gave his delight. So he was there in the beginning with the Father. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. That's it.
Hasta las basuritas que tenemos.
He's supposed to be on the ready. So nobody even saying so you can follow the other part. So I already following them, you learning.
And behold, they appeared unto them Moses and Elias talking with him. Then answered Peter and said unto Yahushua, Lord, it is good for us to be here. If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for Moses and one for Elias.
It is Elijah. Elijah
take it to the place. Because take it to the feel accepted and make it look at.
He said, this is Elijah, which was supposed to come when he spoke of John the Baptist, who prophesied of in Malachi 3 chapter, as well as Malachi 4 chapter. Malachi 2 and in Malachi 4.
I guess see if they can accept it first. They accept it.
This year, what Lord had disciples witness, they were not disciples witness, but they were witness was a vision. Right? Because Moses himself,
because they know now.
Moses and Peter can't be at the same time.
They are trying to see if they
a vision that he was seeing.
While yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them. And behold, a voice out of the cloud which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. And when the disciples heard it, they fell on their face and were sore afraid. And Yahushua came and touched them and said, Arise and be not afraid. And when they had lifted up their eyes, they saw no man save Yahushua.
If you read on, it's going to say,
It's nice as they came down from the mountain, right? Yahushua charged them, saying, Tell the vision to no man.
the vision, having a changing of vision. A trance. Because remember that trance, seeing these things come before them, chariots and all that thing was a beautiful sight. That is why Peter said, look for us to emulate. He enjoyed that sight. Having these 3 great men before them. If we could receive it as well, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. From his father, that was his children as well.
So tell the vision to no man until the Son of Man be risen again from the dead. It's all about
Real bubble.
If it was simple for Yahushua to receive worship, and he knew this, why when the leper came to him, the leper worshipped him? Why Yahushua didn't stop him and say, hey, I want to hear brethren, I'm not supposed to worship. Remember, he would have known better if he didn't deserve worship. But when you go to Hebrews clearly telling you, he was created to receive worship, just as the Father. John 14 and 6. Say Yahushua said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
I am
the way. I am the way.
I
am the way.
I am. My name is in him.
That's scripture.
I am. Say what
all angels are not going to
you pray for John 17.
So all the many videos you say you're going for worship in the house.
I am.
All the angels worship in the Most High. You sit on the right hand. That means you can worship.
He was with him on his life. He was with the ancients of days. Right? Well, truth. He
John 46. Say Yahushua said unto him, I am the way, the truth.
So now, John 8:63, 8:32, sorry, says, ye shall know the truth.
Which shall
and
set
the
you
truth shall
free.
set you free. Right? This is the truth. Right?
I am the way, the truth, and the life.
But there's no God in the truth. There's no lie of the truth. Right?
Shall know the
He
truth,
said, I am the
truth
true
shall
vine,
make you.
and my Father is what's going on.
It's
He
like
said,
that nice.
one planted, one
One
watered,
assessor.
but your
Friend,
power
give friend.
given in
Huh? Nah.
There's the wisdom and understand our stability and Lord create wisdom. Right? Yahushua, he is wisdom.
That's right.
Right?
That's a
And
mother.
we got to go through he with wisdom. You know? So that's why
That's a mother.
what he will deliver the
45 minutes.
election heat.
It's
You know,
55
these
minutes.
nations will prepare and gather silver and raiment, but the scripture says, it shall go to the just. The just shall put it on. They say, I'm the truth and the life,
That's John 1,
and no man.
1, no. Right? He was the light
Let me
of
talk to
men.
you inside.
Light was in God. He was the life of men. And life was the light of men. But John 1 and 4. Say John 1 and 4. He's the light and the life of men. That's how was shine. Right? Alright.
Yeah, come.
That's all.
Ready?
Book of Philippians chapter 3 verse 8. It says, Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua Mashiach my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua, and be found in him, not having my own righteousness which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Yahushua, the righteousness which is of power by faith.
What you should just say, the Lord was perfect, right?
Yeah.
Now, what is scripture about? Psalms. Mark the perfect man, and the end of that man's peace. One of the incarnation he was called the Son, Shalom, peace. Mark, peace. Right?
This wisdom of Solomon chapter 9 and verse 18. It says, for so the ways of them which live on the earth were reformed, and men were taught the things that are pleasing unto thee, and were saved through wisdom.
Chapter 9 verse 18, sir.
He's our Savior. He's saved through, saved by it, saved through it. He is the wisdom that we saved through.
Yeah. Chapter 9 and
Romans 12. You know, we be conformed to the world, and we be transformed.
that we
to the
know
image
of our
of
minds,
our
that
Basha
which is secret and
and
acceptable
to
and perfect will of the Most
conform
High.
it to be with the will we going to have.
Everybody knows all of each other to be light. Everybody knows the light and not darkness. They have no light, like book of Psalms 1:9, 1:5, it says, my word has become a light and a lamp unto our feet. But I was talking about the word being our light and lamp unto our feet, and that path. See the path? Psalms 14. This is the book of John chapter 3.
Yeah.
St. John chapter 3 verse 19. And it says, and this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
John 7:7.
The book of St. John chapter 7 verse 7. I say, the world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I sanctify of it. I sanctify of it. I testify stand here, Torah. I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. It says, go evil back.
Because the light making them out. When in darkness and the shadow bright light, and where does it? swing, wind. You know, there's a race for the light. You know, when the police pull up on the you put a big house light on it. Right? You're driving in the car, you might have your little bird and you're looking to do some precision. And then somebody put a spotlight on you. You know, you put your hand up. Yeah. And what you have to shine with. You should just say the whole world light in darkness.
Without light, you can't see where you're going. You lost. You don't know what's coming. You're walking in the darkness. You can't see a trap there for you. You know, a net is at the height of you. You don't have the light. And it's with that.
That is why the destruction will come upon them. You know, and they will know. They will in realize. Because these are darkness.
That's why the scripture said, Yahweh said, if you believe on me as the scripture said, out of your belly you shall flow rivers of living water. Because Yahweh shall lighten on that water. And you saw that to drink from that water. So Yahweh shall now become that spring of well-flowing water to nourish us. Life. According to Psalms chapter 1. Right? Also, with that water, there's a popular saying as always say, vain men both they drink from the cup of knowledge. I rejoice because I found the spring. We found that spring in the Yahweh. So we no longer contented drinking from the cup that the rest of the world drinking from and they're satisfied with that. We're drinking from the source of all knowledge, all wisdom, all life. Like the best place to be. We shall be like the tree planted by the rivers of water.
I want something. Say in John chapter 3 and verse 27, John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except to be given him from heaven. He yourselves bear me witness that I said I am not a Mashiach, but that I am sent before him. Jumping down to verse 33. He that had received his testimony had said to his seal, power is true. For he whom power had sent, speaking the words of power, for power giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him. So as he rivers flowing.
But he John was so out of his own mouth, he didn't realize that he was Elijah without actually testing up there. Because what did it say in Malachi? That this one was come to prepare the way before Yahweh. So even though he wasn't cognizant of the fact that he was actually Elijah, his very life he lived, his speech pattern, everything was showing that.
The book of Matthew chapter 4 verse 12, right? Back up what I was saying about the line. You know, when Yahweh had heard that John was cast into prison, he departed into Galilee. And even Nazareth, he came and dwelt in Capernaum, which is upon the sea coast in the borders of Zebulun and Naphtali, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah the prophet, saying, the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, by the way of the sea beyond Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles, the people which sat in darkness saw a great light. Them which sat in the region and shadow of death,
There's Psalms 119 and 105. It says, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 6 verse 22. It said the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. So that eye being single is being focused. If you constantly being, as a watchman, constantly be diligent, particularly your words continue to be diligent to watching your videos and should they call an election show. That making your eyes single is even good. You can put it into, use a man like Lord, they're sharpening yourself, you're trimming your lamp. Because when I got really serious, put it into the gland, that you would like to see how that spark, that I get to like that, it's part of in your brain. And when you're praying, actually, it's that spark. So that diligence. So by using your gland and you know that spark, so that is a light material from your pillar and straight to your eye to your focus. So you're constantly in yourself work. You're giving the ministry a rest in a sense where it goes continuous, like you're plowing, everybody plowing. And yet everybody take a break. But some decide to go home and leave the rest of the queen and strain on the rest. They didn't care about your brethren. So the ones who fall out, their eye wasn't single. Their eye was on the world, and their eye was like they wasn't focused. They had double mind. They had double mind. It's like a double mind. Yeah, it's like you're walking in narrow, but yet they be taking up people on the broad. You know, so they don't rock too. So we continue and say, verse 23, it says, but if thy eye be evil, yeah, I can't say, but if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. It says, if therefore the light that is in thee be darkened, how great is the darkness, how great is that darkness. So when I watch these two girls, you know, police and the dignity, they love all pagan holidays. You know, tell them about Passover, tell them about Purim, tell them about feast of dedication, tell them about anything with this, you know, they don't want to hear. You know, they want to party with bullshit, you know, that back spirit party and bullshit. You know, but when judgment set up plagues set up, and just go down to their own, you know, in the precepts, you know, then they're going to know that a couple was among them. Then they're going to be seeking through and through, you know, seeking free good of the Lord.
The book of Zephaniah chapter 1 and verses 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leads, that say in their heart, the Lord Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. So I was mentioning lights, you know, and Yahweh shall be now the light of the men that are conformed to the image of Yahweh, they are candles. They also represent the light of the city, as he told the disciples in Matthew 5th chapter. You are the light of the world. And that's something else for the world. It's Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. It says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. And it says a city that is set on a hill. Alright? And we set it on the great hill, representing two governments, representing the mountain and your sweet wine. We'll see this through Psalms 19. Alright, the infinite precept. That is part of the government. Alright? Which piece of can run away from?
Can't.
And it can hide.
So when you were saying earlier, right, about the Yahushai being the light, this is why Israel is likened unto the olive tree. And if you know anything about plants, without light, plants can't survive. And you notice the Yahushai is also that living water. Plants can't survive without water. This is why Yahushai is the one who's going to nourish us in every way that we need to make us to be that wonderful, beautiful plant. Because if a plant not getting sunlight, everybody going to notice. You're going to see that plant dying because that plant not able to utilize the light. Yeah. If it didn't get the water, that plant going to die. Same effect. This is why Yahushua is likened unto the light, is likened unto that spring of well flowing water. Exactly. Our very sustenance depends on Yahushua.
Can't.
It's Proverbs 5:15. Water, right? It says, drink water out of thy own. Proverbs 5:15, it says, drink water out of thy own system, and running water out of thy own well.
Don't be chasing the philosophies of the other nations. Drink from your own.
That's exactly what was going to happen with my church. Right? That's why they're going to cast. They will cast the idols and go into the holes and test on the rock. Because the system that they're drinking from is Jesus Christ's system. Right? That's not the system of Israel.
your pocket and all this.
So they're going to carry
Put it in your pocket and all this. Take it.
all they do is, as the apostle pointed out, cult of personality.
But I know.
Yeah, it's cult of personality, right? But really, actually, they're supposed to see, they should see that way. Ezekiel 4, yeah, in Isaiah 42 and 19, who is blind as for silver. Because, guess what? See many things are not good as that. So all of them going down the line, disappointed them. All of them getting that food in the check. That's suicidal food. What's not on that? Jim Jones. All of them getting that food in the
There's the book of John chapter 15, this is back verse. John 15 and verse 4. It says, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye except ye abide in me. I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me you shall do nothing.
You see, say much fruit. It is impossible to say ye this fruit and you're not producing the fruits. It's impossible. It's impossible for any one of our lives to be touched and influenced by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and not have actual fruits and works to show that. Because your works is a reflection of your faith. What you believe in, by their fruits, we shall know them. So we have many men saying there's prophets here. But look at Jacob's struggle. Set up to sift out, to remove those who claim they were part of this life. And for this, remember we have our account with Gideon. When the father tell him, hey, you have too much soldiers. These men were soldiers, but the 300 who was drinking from that water, noticed there was always a meat. This is why as a good soldier, you're supposed to turn me back on the world and keep the eye focused on the circumspect. I mean, then like you say,
I understand what you're saying, but the scripture says, flee ye Babylon. So take your spirit out of Babylon. So your hopes and your aspirations is not in this world. Fuck a mortgage. Buying a house and land. So they say they're not dwelling sea houses, you know, on the shore.
It's as well as about that point on the video, right? Now, their problem was they found water. These men that weren't selected to go and continue on. They found water and they were faint. You understand? They were faint. They just dived in and they lost all awareness, all vigilance. Whereas the men that were chosen, what did they do? When they found the water, they still kept a sense of surveillance. They still kept a sense of discernment. They still were looking around. And that's what we have to do in this street. We found water. This knowledge. We found this truth. But you still have to drink it because there are many wolves in sheep clothing. You understand? So because like some animals, when you go to the water, that's the most time that they get.
the most vulnerable, yes.
See, because then animals be fast. But when they're down, lapping up the water, they fuck that.
It's time to catch them. It's time to go for it.
And they say the crocodile learned to exploit that weakness with the gazelle and the antelope. You know, I don't have to speak the matter for them, so I will use cunning. I will use doing using cunning.
Something he said about Jacob's trouble is to leave out all of the false one. You want to get happy. You want to say that they know the Lord. That Jacob's trouble is to sift them out.
Lord is a spirit. Worship the spirit.
Must worship.
So in that day,
True worship has to come
is that day you're going to see a lot of men calling themselves prophets, Jennings and all these men, even men in Israel calling themselves prophets. Is that day you're going to see where the fail is, where they're going to fall short, right? And that's something going to take place and they're going to fall short. Then you're going to see who the true living God is, right? Yes.
The book of Proverbs chapter 24 verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
Yeah, your strength, which is what? Your faith is small. Right?
That's why scripture say what finally my virtue be strong in you.
Yeah.
And be strong in you. These last time especially. time of Jacob trouble God of the second letter 15, 16, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, Jeremiah 15, verse 6. All these things are going to come into full effect. I'm hoping, Lord willing, is from this new wicked year coming. You understand? This new wicked year coming, you know, the Lord brings the past these prophecies in a great time. You know, and we out there because we pass that Jacob's trouble come. But Daniel 12 says, at that time, the people shall from Jacob's trouble is going to flow on to that great deliverance. And that will be really important. The deliverance of the house. And crack that time and get so
Never feel time.
And from that, and it's right now.